right. Thanks, everybody. My name is Jason Puma. I'm a senior Met at the Weather Service in Indianapolis. And today, Mark talked to you a lot about what we do at the Weather Service. And I'm going to talk specifically about our social media program, essentially how it's began and where we've gone and what we kind of do with it. We certainly started out around 2010 or so. Let's see. Actually, social media really started before that, really with email. And an example is this. Mark would tell you, hey, I'm sitting in the office, I'm looking at radar, and it's eyes and ears again. We don't know what's actually going on the ground. And in fact, Mark was working the radar on this date, March 23rd. And he sees this, oh, this is an interesting cloud feature. This is what we call a hook echo. But it's not a significant one that makes us jump out of the walls. It's kind of weak and vague. Over here we have our signature, our reds and our greens that Mark was talking about, kind of next to each other. Again, in this case, this was just one elevation slice, not super strong. It's something that we're watching real closely, but we're not necessarily issuing a warning on it because we don't have all the pieces in place to issue a warning. So as he's watching the radar, I'm watching email and social media aspects, and we get this picture sent in to us via email. And this is a picture of that storm at that precise time. We get this information. I see this picture, I go, wow. When I see this picture, this feature here, this is what we call a wall cloud with a tail and inflow, and right over here, this is an updraft area. So these are highly things that say, hey, tornado is going to occur. So I take this picture, I say, Mark, look at this picture. Look at what you got going. He goes, all right, we're issuing a tornado warning. Boom, we got visual evidence of something possible to happen. We got radar, borderline radar environment type things going on. So boom, we get the tornado warning out, we get the information out to people quickly with the help from folks in the field. And in 2012, we did it via email. All right, so these days, email is fine. We're happy to take an email if we get it. But we're using Facebook, and we're also using Twitter. Those are our two primary sources. So this is what our Facebook page looks like. This is what it looked like a couple years ago. We had around 6,000 followers, 6,800 followers, or likes back then. That was pretty good. February 2014. This is what our page looks like now, as Facebook has evolved. I'm sure you guys all know. And nowadays, we're up to 24,000 likes. So we've more than 6 times. That's almost 4 times in 2 years. We've grown our likes by about 4 times from where we were. And we're reaching with our posts about 58,000 people on a weekly basis. So that's a huge number of people that are reading our posts and getting our information. So if you're not following us, I please encourage you to do so. So that's our weekly reach, 58K. Like I said, we joined 2011. We have noticed we get a lot more likes. You get severe weather, boom, traffic on our site starts shooting up. We'll see like, you have a new like, you have a new like, you have a new like. And it's just going like crazy. Occasionally, we've done some interactive chats where we say, all right, you want to talk, people like to talk to us. They want to talk weather. So we'll host a time and say, hey, we'll be on at 7 o'clock. You can instant message with us and we'll talk with you. So as we found it, it's a great way to interact with our followers and pass information back and forth. All right. I read an article on Actually, I read an article on Facebook about how millennials aren't using Facebook anymore, and I found that very curious because when it comes to the internet, you got to be careful what you read because there's a lot of stuff out there that might not be true. And I think Abraham Lincoln wrote that on the internet. But anyway, going on. 2013, 71% of online adults were Facebook users. How many people here have logged on to Facebook in the last month? Almost everyone. Probably 90%. All right. Study found 63% of all people are using Facebook daily. And in fact, this goes back to 2013. They were saying 20% of all people. Now, when I say all people, I mean everyone on the planet, all humans all together, 20% have used Facebook. More recently, last month, Mark Zuckerberg, in his conference call to shareholders, he stated that during the month of December or into January, he stated to shareholders that Facebook recorded 1.3 billion logins to Facebook. Now, being that there's about 7 billion people on the planet, to have 1.3 billion people logged onto your site is just amazing. It just goes to show that people are using this site, they're using it to communicate, and it continues to grow and be a way to exchange information. So that's why we're here, and that's why we're trying to communicate with folks as well. Here are some examples of our posts from November 17th. Okay, so these actually numbers are kind of small. You can sort of see number of likes that we're getting and people that are seeing the post. So we get information, radar indicated, we tweet radar indicated tornado. 1,500 people see the post. Confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado. 3,000 people see the post. Another one here, confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado. 4,500 people see the post. So during the tornado, we're getting that information. We're getting reports from people. We're posting it on our page. More people are getting the warning information with their phones. They're exchanging information from their friends. And believe it or not, you know, like Mark was saying, you might hear, oh, there's a warning out, but if your friend comes over and tells you, oh my God, did you hear that there's a warning out? The tornado's coming this way. Most likely, you're going to probably react, oh, my friend told me there's a tornado. We better go do something. It's right around here somewhere. So that's why it's essentially saying that when you get the word from somebody you know and trust, particularly a friend, whether you see them through Facebook or some other methodology, you're more likely to do that last thing that Mark was talking about, which was what was it? Respond, right? And that's what we're looking for. So on November 17th, here's our reach. This is our daily reach during November. You can see the numbers are just plodding along. It's very low. There's nothing going on when there's no weather. All of a sudden, there's weather on November 17th. Boom! 45,000 people all of a sudden are getting our messages. So everybody's paying attention all of a sudden. So that's kind of interesting. In the wintertime, we get the same sort of effect, but it's kind of gradual. This is what our page looks like in the wintertime. We're talking about different snow amounts. This is our weather story. You can see it on Facebook, our website, or on Twitter. And you're also welcome to comment and interact with us because we're there and we'll talk with you about it if you like. So again, similar sort of setup. Hey, we got 3.8 inches of snow in our office. The rain-snow line is not too far away. Roads are getting bad, that sort of information. And in this case, 1,500 people saw this post. Now, given these posts are from 2-3 years ago when our likes were around 6,000, I would expect, since our likes are around 24K right now, that we probably have numbers that are probably 3 and 4 and 5 times of this. We've had some posts, individual posts reaching 20 to 40,000 people. So again, here's the wintertime reach. Wintertime people are generally aware that something is coming. Everybody heard probably last week, hey, it might snow a little bit on Monday or Tuesday. And you can see that in our statistics as prior to the event, our reach starts slowly ramping up as the word is getting out that folks are watching for the snow. So here's another example of this another snow event in December of 2015. So this was just last year. And you can see for this event in particular, as compared to this one, 1,500, that was 2014. A year and a half later, when we got more likes, a similar event, we're reaching over 80,000 people with our information. So enough about Facebook, and we'll go on to our other key thing is Twitter. So this is our Twitter page, and this is what it looked like about 2 years ago. If you don't follow us, you can follow us at NWS Indianapolis. Please do. And this is what our Twitter page looks like now. We're up to 15.9K likes. We joined